Continuing in our reading of the Great Bible, Genesis, the 7th chapter. The entrance of Noah, and of them that were with him, into the ark. The rising of the flood, wherethrough all things did perish. The 7th chapter. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou shalt take with thee 7 and 7, the male and his female, but of unclean cattle 2, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air 7 and 7, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the whole earth. For yet after 7 days I will rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. All substance that I have made will I destroy from off the upper face of the earth. Noah therefore did according unto all that God commanded him. And Noah was 600 years, and the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah came, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, unto the ark, because of the waters of the flood. Of clean cattle, and of unclean cattle, and of flying fowls, and of every such as creepeth upon the earth, there came 2 and 2 unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. It fortuned also after 7 days, and the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 7th day of the month, in the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the selfsame day entered Noah, Sem, Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark. They and every beast after his kind, and all cattle after their kind, yea, and every worm that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every bird after his kind, and every flying and feathered fowl. And they came unto Noah into the ark 2 and 2, of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they entering in came male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him. And God shut him in round about. And the flood came 40 days upon the earth, and the waters were increased, and bare up the ark, which was lifted up above the earth. The waters also prevailed, and were increased exceedingly upon the earth, and the ark went on the upper face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that are under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, so that the mountains were covered. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, in fowl, in cattle, in beast, and in every worm that creepeth upon the earth, yea, and every man also. Whatsoever was, in whose nostrils the breath of life did breathe, all these in the dry land died. And everything was destroyed that remained, and that was in the upper part of the ground, both man and cattle, and worm, and fowl of the air. They were even destroyed from off the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. But the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. The 8th chapter. After the sending out of the raven and the dove, Noah goeth forth off the ark, and offereth sacrifice, the natural corruption of man's heart. The 8th chapter. And God remembered Noah, and every beast, and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass upon the earth, and the waters ceased, the fountains also of the deep, and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters from the earth were returned, going and coming again. And after the end of the 150th day, the waters were abated. And in the 7th month, in the 17th day of the month, the ark rested upon the mountains of Armenia. And the waters truly were going and decreasing until the 10th month. For in the 10th month, and in the 1st day of the same month, were the tops of the mountains seen. And after the end of the 40th day, it happened that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went out, going forth and returning again, until the waters were dried up upon the earth. And again he sent forth a dove from him, that he might see if the waters were abated from the upper face of the ground. And the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him again into the ark. For the waters were in the upper face of the whole earth. And he, when he had put forth his hand, took her, and pulled her into him into the ark. And he abode yet other 7 days, and proceeding further, he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came to him in the eventide, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf that she had plucked, whereby Noah did know that the waters were abated upon the earth. And he abode yet other 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which proceeded not to return unto him any more. And it came to pass in the 601 year, in the 1st month, and in the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the upper face of the ground was dried up. And in the 2nd month, in the 27th day of the month, was the earth dried. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth off the ark, thou and thy wife, thy sons, and thy sons' wives with thee, and bring forth with thee every beast that is with thee, of all flesh, both fowl and cattle, and every worm that creepeth upon the earth, that they may gender in the earth, and bring forth fruit, and increase upon earth. And so Noah came forth, and his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives with him, every beast also, and every worm, every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth, after their kinds, went out of the ark. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered sacrifices in the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet or quiet savour. And the Lord said in his heart, I will not proceed to curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil even from his youth. Neither will I add to smite any more everything living, as I have done. Yet therefore shall not sowing time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night, cease all the days of the earth. The 9th chapter. God blessed Noah and his sons. He forbiddeth to eat the blood of beasts, and to shed man's blood, the law of the sword. He maketh a covenant that he will destroy the world no more by water, and giveth the rainbow for a token and confirmation of the same. Noah is drunken, Ham uncovereth him, and getteth his curse. The 9th chapter. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Bring ye forth fruit, and multiply, and replenish the earth. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, in all such as the earth bringeth forth, and in all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Everything that moveth itself, and that liveth, shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh in the life thereof, and in the blood thereof shall ye not eat. Else your blood of your lives will I require. From the hand of every beast will I require it, and from the hand of man. From the hand of man's brother will I require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God did God make man. But bring you forth fruit, and multiply. Gender ye in the earth, and increase therein. God spake also unto Noah, and to his sons with him, saying, Behold, I set up my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, both in fowl and in cattle, and in every beast of the earth, which is with you, of all that go out of the ark, according unto every living thing of the earth. But my covenant will I make with you, that from henceforth every flesh be not rooted out with the waters of a flood, neither shall there be a flood to destroy the earth any more. And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I give between me and you, and every living creature that is with you, into perpetual generations. I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, that when I bring a cloud upon the earth, the bow also shall be seen in the same cloud. And I will think upon my covenant, which is between me and you, and every living creature in all flesh. And it shall no more come to pass, that waters make a flood to destroy all flesh. But the bow shall be in the same cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may think upon the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature in all flesh that is upon earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have made between me and all flesh that is upon earth. The sons of Noah going forth off the ark were Sem, Ham, and Japheth. And Ham truly is the father of Canaan. These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread. Noah also began to be an husbandman, and planted a vineyard. And he, drinking of the wine, was drunken, and uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, seeing the nakedness of his father, told his 2 brethren without. And Sem and Japheth, they too, taking a garment, laid it upon their shoulders, and coming backward, covered the naked privities of their father, namely, their faces being turned away, lest they should see their father's privities. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. He said moreover, Blessed be the Lord God of Sem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Sem, and Canaan shall be their servant. Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. The 10th chapter. The genealogy of Japheth, Sem, and Ham. The 10th chapter. These are the generations of the sons of Noah, Sem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were children born after the flood. The children of Japheth, Gomer and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, Mesech, and Teros. The children of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphat, and Togarma. The children of Javan, Elisa, and Tarsis, Kittim, and Dodanim. Of these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every man after his tongue, and after his kindreds in their nations. The children of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And the children of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Ramah, and Sabteka. The children of Ramah, Skeba, and Dedan. Cush also begat Nimrod. The same began to be mighty in the earth, for he was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Cain, in the land of Sinbar. Out of that land came Assur, and builded Nineveh, and the streets of the city, and Calab. Raisin also between Nineveh and Calah, and it is a great city. Mizraim begat Ludim, and Evamim, and Lehabim, and Nephtuhim. Patrusim also, and Casluhim, out of whom came Philistim, and Captorim. Canaan begat Zidon, his firstborn son, and Het, a Jebusai, and Emori, and Girgosi, Hahivi also, and Harki, and Hasini, and Haaruadi, and Hasmari, and Hahemati. And afterward were the kindreds of the Canaanites spread abroad. The border of the Canaanites was from Zidon, as thou comest to Gerar, until Gazan, and as thou goest unto Sodoma, and Gomorrah, and Adama, and Zeboim, even unto Lasa. These are the children of Ham in their kindreds, in their tongues, countries, and in their nations. Unto Sem also, the father of all the children of Eber, and elder brother of Japheth, there were children born. The children of Sem, Elam, and Assur, Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. The children of Aram, Uz and Hul, Geter, and Mas. Arphaxad begat Selah, and Selah begat Eber. Unto Eber also were born 2 sons. The name of the one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided. And his brother's name was Jaketan. Jaketan begat Almodad, and Saleph, Hazarmavit, and Jerah, and Hodoron, and Uzal, and Diklah, Obal also, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Johab. All these were the children of Jaketan, and their dwelling was from Mesa, as thou goest unto Sephar, a mount of the east. These are the children of Sem, after their kindreds, and tongues in their lands and nations. And so these are the kindreds of the children of Noah, after their generations in their peoples, and of these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. The 11th chapter. The building of the Tower of Babel, the confusion of tongues, the generation of Sem, the son of Noah, until Abram, which goeth with Lot unto Haran. The 11th chapter. All the whole earth was of one language, and like speech. And it happened, when they went forth from the east, they found a plain in the land of Sychar, Sithar, and there they abode. And they said, every one to his neighbor, come, let us prepare brick, and burn them in the fire. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they instead of mortar. And they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make us a name, lest haply we be scattered abroad into the upper face of the whole earth. But the Lord came down to see the city and tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do, neither will it be restrained from them, whatsoever they have imagined to do. Come on, let us go down, and confound their language, that every one perceive not his neighbor's speech. And so the Lord scattered them from that place into the upper face of all the earth. And they left off to build the city, and therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are the generations of Sem. Sem was 100 years old, and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Sem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters. Arphaxad lived 35 years, and begat Selah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Selah 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. Selah lived 30 years, and begat Eber. And Selah lived after he begat Eber 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. Eber lived 34 years, and begat Peleg. And Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years, and begat sons and daughters. Peleg lived 30 years, and begat Reu. And Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years, and begat sons and daughters. Reu lived 32 years, and begat Serug. And Reu lived after he begat Serug 207 years, and begat sons and daughters. Serug lived 30 years, and begat Nahor. And Serug lived after he begat Nahor 200 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years, and begat sons and daughters. Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. These are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Haran begat Lot, and Haran died in the presence of Terah his father, in the land of his nativity, even in Ur of the Chaldees. Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Inka. But Sarai was barren, and had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarah his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife. And they departed together from Ur of the Chaldees, that they might go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Charan, and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. The 12th chapter. Abram is blessed of God, and goeth with Lot unto the land of Canaan, which God promised to give unto him and his seed. Abram goeth into Egypt, and causeth Sarai his wife to call herself his sister, for whom Pharaoh is plagued. The 12th chapter. And the Lord said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and out of thy nation, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great people, and will bless thee, and make thy name great, that thou mayest be even a blessing. I will also bless them that bless thee, and curse such as curseth thee. And in thee shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed. And so Abram departed, even as the Lord spake unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old, when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had in possession, and the souls that they had begotten in Haran. And they departed, that they might come into the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came. Abram passed through the land unto the place of Sichem, and unto the plain of Moreh. And the Canaanite was then in the land. And the Lord appearing unto Abram said, Unto thy seed will I give this land. And there builded he an altar unto the Lord, even where he had appeared unto him. And removing thence unto a mountain that was eastward from Bethel, he pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west side, and Ai on the east. And he, building an altar unto the Lord, did call on the name of the Lord. And Abram went forth, going and departing toward the south. But there was a dearth in that land, and therefore went Abram down into Egypt, that he might sojourn there, for there was a sore dearth in the land. And it happened, when he was come near to enter into Egypt, he said unto Sarai his wife, Behold, I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. Therefore shall it come to pass, that when the Egyptians see thee, they shall say, She is his wife. And they shall kill me, but they shall save thee alive. Say, I pray thee, that thou art my sister, that I may fare well for thy sake, and that my soul may live through thy occasion. And so it happened, when Abram was come into Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman, for she was very fair. The princes also of Pharaoh saw her, and commended her before Pharaoh. And the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. And he truly entreated Abram well for her sake. And he had sheep and oxen and he-asses, men servants and maid servants, she-asses and camels. And the Lord smote Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. And Pharaoh, calling Abram, said, Why hast thou done this unto me? Why didst thou not tell me that she was thy wife? Now therefore, behold, there is thy wife. Take her, and go thy way. And Pharaoh gave the men commandment concerning him, and they conveyed him forth, and his wife, and all that he had.